That's it up. Let me know when you're in. Okay.
Just 1 second. I'm not subscribed to you? I thought I was. Weird. I swear I watched your videos a few times. I was in your last stream the other day.
It's maybe the new channel.
No, I swear I to a new one because I remember you pointing up and I was in your last stream the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. Really weird.
Yeah, whatever. Unless you're here now. Right, well, it's a little bit laggy actually for some reason. Right, so let's land Bruce here. So, this is Bruce. I call him Bruce, but Bruce is a girl. No idea why. I just called it Bruce. And Bruce is now happy with his name because it suits, well, her name. I mean, let's be honest, you can't not be called Bruce and be a bird that is all black. I know the other Bruce is bat shaped, but you know, it'll do. This is Keith. He's good at carrying rocks and stuff and breaking boulders. This is just a random genetic parasaur. I picked him up for collecting berries and stuff because they're really handy. Yeah. Where's the last one? Oh yeah, this is Nigel. Nigel's my favourite. Hello. Nigel's the dire bear. Dire bears are fast as fuck.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, so dire bears have a really weird trait. We don't really know if it's like an intentional thing or an unintentional thing, but dire bears have this trait that lets them, so when they're running, their speed gradually increases. And I don't think there's a limit to how much it can increase to, because
Well, just keep going.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
So Nigel's a fast boy. So as you might notice, this is my base. I have some crop space that are built around this tree, so I can plant stuff here, and then you fertilise it with either animal dung or
awesome.
animal dung or fertiliser, which you can make in a fertiliser plot, which I'm probably going to place over there on those platforms. I also have a little feeding trough, so any animals in the area will eat from this. They don't actually go over and eat from it, it's just more... what the fuck? Oh, they don't actually go and eat from it, it's just they'll see the little symbol above them. Oh yeah, I'm delivering goods, shit. See that? You won't be able to see it because of the light, but see the black dot there? It's that's that's not actually something I should have right now. It's gas bags. They're basically for delivering resources from one place to another. That's what this is. So you
Okay.
just shove resources in it, and then you can send it away to another place. Let me just drink.
It's weird how this game looks like has guns and stuff in it.
Well, yeah, that's the late game. Well, this is actually the mid game. I've got a shotgun. I've got a couple other weapons. I've got the crossbow as well, with a grappling hook on it for just in case I fall down a cliff or something. So this is what I've got so far in my base. Got a generator set up. I've got a fridge here with some stuff. I've got beer as well. I'm not going to drink beer because it fucks you up quite quickly. Got a map and stuff, which covers the entire map. I am about here. I've got upstairs. These are all greenhouse windows. So technically, you're only supposed to use this for building greenhouses and shit. Then I've got production and stuff. Got a wee generator there to power the lights. Damn it, my test. Oh, hello, Mr. Maverick Gaming. Just doing a wee test to show Chris the base. But yeah, this is. Oh yeah, we have the means of production here. Beer barrels. You shove resources in it and they'll get made. Yeah.
John, I might be able to play DayZ after. Yeah. I'll try.
Okay, let's hop on Bruce and I'll give you a wee aerial view. I built it around this tree. I thought it looked awesome. Sorry you won't be able to see it because of the fucking sun. But this is my base. Got a big massive perimeter wall. It's built on like a sort of cliff edge. Ignore the big red shark.
Red shark.
I love the tree. It fits perfectly. Okay, well I suppose I will show you the shark. It's not really. I kind of cheated when I was taming that. I saw it and I was like, fucking hell, look at the size of that thing. And then immediately proceeded to tame it. Okay.
Should know you're on the
Bruce.
shark.
I mean,
Like he just parked up like a car and just sits there. Just doesn't move.
yeah. Well, so is Bruce. Bruce is a big bollocken. Anyway, I can hop on this bitch. Ride him like a horse. It's actually quite fast.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Megalodon.
Yep. He's a prime megalodon, so you're technically not supposed to be able to tame this thing, but I can because I've got command privileges.
Ooh.
But I don't use them very often because of reasons. It can make your game feel stale very quickly. However, one of the things that I did do is I made a base in a volcano.
In a volcano.
Yeah, so that's where the resources are coming from. I spent a bit of time before I saved last time I was on. I went and collected a ton of iron, and that's what that is. It's like a gas bag full of, and then once it gets to its destination, it'll drop the crate, and then you can transport. So that's just full of iron right now. So that thing stopped.
And John, this game's been up for quite a long time.
Yeah, it's had several updates.
I guess it's updated now and again, but yeah, like I never really watched gameplay before, and then I think it was like a year or two ago, I bought the game just so. I think PewDiePie played it, and I was like, it looks fun. And then he brought it to PlayStation, so I got it.
I didn't even know PewDiePie played it.
Yeah, we played it for a bit.
Right, well I'll quickly hop up to the volcano. To the
It's quite
volcano
far in it
is
as
like
well.
what?
It's
Alright, yeah.
quite far in it as well.
Yeah, I've sort of completed it. It's kind of difficult to complete. Like, it takes quite a bit of time because the final bosses are hard as shit. Um, and like, I would say this is one of the hardest games that I've ever played, just in terms of like raw time spent. Like, it takes so long to complete this game, but it's worth it. Um, so yeah. Okay, let me land because I've got stamina that I need to manage for Bruce. He can only fly for a certain distance, and then I need to land and
Those bird
start
peppers on
again.
Bruce look so in depth for some reason. Yeah, they do.
Hmm. Parasaurs.
They're really in depth.
Yeah, so now that once you get to the stage where you can get flyers, you pretty much don't have any natural predators because you can just sort of fly away from anything if stuff starts giving you shit, which is handy. But okay, so this is the volcano. This is the sort of end game location. Well, it's not end game as in the area. There's like, this is where I think the final boss is up here, in like a room or something. There are a few. Like, there's another Argentavis there. There are obviously other Argentavises, and those are technically predators. But once you've got one like this that's sort of relatively well leveled, you'll see now that the feathers don't look as lovely, and it looks as if I'm flying up to heaven because of the fucking mist, but it's not. Can't see shit. But no, you well, what the fuck am I? Ah, so fucking right. Okay, where's the base? There we go. So I shoved this base up here a while ago just in case shit happened to my other one.
Oh, nice.
So I've got like a crafting room in here with all the resources and stuff I need. But it also looks over the volcano. The volcano looks green because I'm looking at a greenhouse window, which is
What happens if you run out of stunner wasps flying in the air with birds?
the bird will just sort of gradually start reducing altitude, so it'll start just going down. I can't show you on Bruce because it takes fucking ages for his to run out. Well, I suppose I could, but the only thing is it's quite risky doing it, because
Yeah,
you can you can land, so it'll just go straight down essentially. So this is the end game. I'm trying not to go too close, but there's a hatch somewhere down here. Yeah, there it is. No. Where is it? Oh, there you go. Big door. So this is, you come here and you need to collect resources to open this door. Let's just climb a bit so that I don't die. So it's like, there's like a big massive tunnel, and then you get to the bottom of it and you get teleported to the final boss.
Jesus.
But it's like story explanation, so it'll tell you like what happens and shit. Like how you're on the island, because like this isn't just an island. I'll not spoil anything for you, but it's not just an island. So I need to just figure out, right. That's one thing that is kind of annoying is navigating. It is kind of difficult if you get turned around in this to reorientate yourself. So Bruce isn't one of the fastest flyers. There are things called Pteranodons or Pteranodons, whatever you call them. The common dinosaurs for flying, the one that most folk know. But they are one of the fastest, other than dragons or wyverns. Same thing. Let me just decrease the altitude so I can fucking see where I'm going. But yeah, those are quite quick. What the fuck is that blue thing? Is that a texture that hasn't loaded in or something?
Probably a cave.
Yeah, I think it is a cave. Yeah, a cave. I didn't know about that. Oh, I'm trying to see if I can find any predators. Oh yeah, this will break immersion a little bit, but you know. These are, so they introduced tech dinosaurs. They're natural dinosaurs, but just reskinned, and they'll just sort of walk around the world. Kind of fucking weird. So, Argentavises are sort of one of the late game tames. Oh shit. Actually, I might get to show you what they do when they run out of stamina very soon, but I don't want to do it on that beach because you get really fucking annoying dinosaurs. Oh shit, I don't want to do it here either. I'll just keep circling this tree till it runs out. It should run out any minute now. But they just sort of go straight down and... So all flyers operate the same when it comes to run. There you go. So it'll take command and land like that, and it'll just go at the nearest landing site. This big area here, there's usually some pretty big dinosaurs here, but I think one of them there's what used to be the biggest oh sorry, need to read the comments. So the hardest dinosaurs, one of the hardest, there's several. I'd say though they're all equally hard because the early game, like, so these are Carnos, the three things here. One's slightly red. It's because he's the alpha, so he's like the leader of the pack, and when they're all in a pack, they will do damage bonuses. Over there is a Rex, and the Raptor trying to nip at the Rex's heels. You're gonna get fucked up, buddy. He's much bigger than you. Anyway, there is also some pretty big dinos as well. The final bosses. What the fuck was that? That's the Carnos. The final bosses. There's 3, I think. One's a massive gorilla. One's a massive spider, and the last one is a dragon, I think. But like an actual dragon, so the dragons in this are wyverns, not dragons. But you can get an actual dragon as a final boss, but they just take a bit of time to unlock. Because you need to move around the map collecting artifacts, and then once you want to go and take the final boss, you collect all the artifacts, and then you place them into these pillars at the artifacts. So see the big... I can't even remember what those big things sticking out of the earth are, but there's 4 of them, I think. One at each corner of the map, and if you go to them and deliver the things to them, they will allow you to fight the bosses. But if you look at videos online, you'll see that generally a lot of the time people will go to fight them with dinos that they've tamed, so like a T-Rex or something, or a couple of T-Rexes. I think I've seen people doing it with like 10 different T-Rexes, and it's crazy. Shit, I don't know if I'm going to make it to this. The one thing about running out of stamina is that they'll just go straight down, no matter where they are. So I've had a few times where he's went to land like right in front of a T-Rex, and it's obviously munched me. Yeah, pretty much. It's hilarious to watch because you see the fucking army of Rexes following this guy into battle on the back of a fucking horse. And yes, you can get horses and goats. And you can get elk, which are pretty cool.
Can you tame them, or?
You can tame pretty much anything in the game. The only things that you can't tame are like bosses and other players, obviously. But yeah, you can tame pretty much any like anything on the world that you see, you can tame. Some with varying degrees of difficulty, but still, you can tame them. I'd say one of the hardest to tame is the Titanosaur. Well, maybe not the hardest to tame, but maybe the more complicated to tame. So the Titanosaur is a giant behemoth of a fucking thing, which is probably, see that mountain over there? It's probably the height of that mountain. They are humongous things, and they are slow as shit, but they're so big that it takes ages to trank them. So I'm trying to find my fucking island, because I've got 3 bases that I've set up. Only one of them actually made naturally, but the one that I'm going to is the island base, and this is one that I want to set up just normally, because this island base is actually a really good place to have it. They do have that.
Imagine if they haven't locked my monster.
They do have that, or they have the dinosaur equivalent to what we think the Loch Ness monster is. So yes, but I haven't found one yet, so I don't know how to tame it. So taming works the same with all dinosaurs. So if you look in my inventory, you'll see the bottom in the middle. It should say torpidity under fortitude. So that means how sleepy you are, essentially. If you reduce someone's torpidity, or whatever you call it, to 0, they will pass out, essentially. So you can get certain things that will increase that quicker. So like tranquilizers, or there's even a club that you can get that will make them go to sleep pretty quickly. I think one of my streams that I did was just me sort of hitting things with the club, screaming. Yeah, I actually unlocked the hat quite recently. It's like a skin that you can get for your outfit, for exploring the entire map, or 50% of the map or something. I can't remember. That's fucking.
Wait, you're at the
crocodile, isn't it?
location where I spawned in originally, I think, before.
Oh. Yeah, it's a pretty decent place to spawn, although this island up here is probably one of the safest places on the map, because there's no predators or anything there, other than the odd compy. But those are like the little tiny things that float around the map. Oh, horses! That isn't a horse, but there's some over there, the other side. That big thing over there is a Bronto. And a Filmia trying to eat Bruce's ass. Lovely. So we've got some Brontos over here. But we've also got some... They're not called horses, they're called equine. Oh, Chris lagged out. Well, I mean, he can watch the stream back if he wants to see. But yeah, these are called equine. They're horses, basically. But pretty cool looking. I would pick one up, but I want to make it to the island, and I'm not going to be able to do that if I pick one up. They're quite heavy. Okay, well, there's no point in joining back, so I'm going to be finishing this off soon. Because I've got like 5 minutes to get ready. So maybe be able to make it if I land. I'm going to land here and I'll fly over the island. So this island over here is where I'm going to be. I reckon it'd be a good idea to set up a base here if we ever end up making a playthrough of this. Right, Bruce, are you ready? Good. So there's multiple maps. This is just one of them. This is the original one that most people start off on. What the fuck is that coming out of the... Oh, there's a stego stuck in the water. Okay. I thought that was something else. Something dangerous. Like, I just say, oh yeah, there's nothing here that can kill you, and there's a fucking megalodon just swimming around in the water below me. There are several caves, but I don't know if you can build in them. There are. If we go into Ark Ragnarok, there is a really nice cave that you can build on. There is another one on the centre as well. There's another one in the centre that looks like a bat cave, which actually really looks cool. But so this is a base that I was working on a while back. I never actually finished it, but it's all set up. All I need to do is sort of furnish it and put shit in it. No. Okay, well, that hatch opens up so that you can go out there and do shit. Walking dino base. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can do it. It works better on the extinction map. So if you unlock the latest DLC, you get massive titans, and they're humongous. But see the Brontos that we saw earlier on? In fact, is there not one on this island? Oh no, there used to be, but I think I killed it because it kept fucking standing on my base. I was trying to like build shit and it kept like standing in the way, and they're like humongous, so they're kind of difficult to work with. But yeah, you can build a base in the back of a Bronto if you tame it. The only reason that I haven't done that yet is because generally keeping the base safe is difficult, unless you make yourself, if you tame yourself an Argentavis, not an Argentavis, a Quetzal. So that's basically, see that little thing that's flying over there, the two armsy thing. That it's basically just a bigger version of that. They are massive, but you can put a platform saddle on it, and you can fly around with a house on top of you. It's pretty insane. What the fuck's that sitting at the sea? But one of my favourite things that you can do is you can actually build a house on top of a raft. So you can essentially have a houseboat, and it's actually, in the early game at least, one of the best tactics for sort of getting shit done. So we dolphins swimming around in the water. See it? Yeah. So that's pretty much the majority of the island that I've showed you. So I've got my 3 bases, tree base, volcano on the island. That's just the tip of the iceberg though, because there's tons more to see. And none of my structures are actually late game. I do have an Argentavis eggs, but that was an accident. I didn't mean to fucking have that with me. So this is the crafting, the tech menu. You can download tons of, or not download, unlock tons of stuff. I've unlocked some of this. And you can just go down, you get like ghillie suits, saddles, a cannon, different types of armour, you get shields, poison grenades, different ways of connecting all the irrigation up and stuff. And then you get into the late game for all the metal buildings so that you can connect up walls and stuff. And then you get things like the GPS, the flashlight, and then the further you go on, the more interesting things get. It really depends on what dino. The early game dinos, so this is sort of a relatively early game place to spawn, but it's really based on like what stuff you have. So right now I've got an ascendant pike. This will probably kill this in about 1 or 2 hits. This is sort of a Dillo, I think. Dillo? Diplo. Oh no, a Dillo, yeah. But if I had it, yeah, there you go. So I had it with spear. Normally it would take about 5 hits to kill that, I'd say. But that's when you're just starting off and all you've got is a spear. Just realised I don't have any shit. Right, I'm probably gonna die soon if I don't eat. I'll quickly show you that I can make a campfire because I need one. So what do I need? What am I short of? Stone and thatch. Okay, that's fine. I can get them quickly. So early on, you just have to sort of run around with your average axe, and a manually crafted pickaxe. But in the later stages, you can get yourself one of these, which is a metal one. Did take me quite a while to get these, but wasn't too complicated. You just need to reach the right level, and then crafting shit is relatively easy. But and there's a fire. So the forgot to show you. So in this menu, you can actually show all of the DLC items that you can craft. So you've got all the DLCs, that's Scorched Earth, Aberration, Extinction, and then you've got the tech items. So Extinction's the latest update, I think. Extinction is? Yeah. Extinction is the latest update, and that's when they released all the giant things. They are absolutely massive. I would show you them, but it requires me typing in the long command codes to unlock them. Or not unlock them, just to spawn them. It takes quite a while. Oh, a heatwave. Shit, the sky's red, means there's a heatwave. And I'm standing next to a fire. That's wonderful. Okay, that's great. But yeah, they're absolutely humongous. But all of them you can put a platform saddle on, and then you can ride them. One of the most amazing ones is so in the photos there's a flying one, which is kind of weird. I flied it about for a while and then ended up just leaving because it was too fucked up. It's like a giant thing. It's like they're basically supposed to be like gods, I think, but this thing's like flying about the map like 100% of the time because there's no way of it landing, I don't think. So I think it's supposed to be just one of those things where you just spawn it in and then keep it. But you can place a base on it, like a massive base, and just have it. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I still don't know how it fucking works. I don't actually have that DLC. But one of the things that I do like about this game is the DLCs are really well priced. So it's only like a $5 per DLC you unlock, but it's the content you get from it's really good. Like you're getting an entire map, which is handy as fuck, man. It's so much content, and the maps are massive. They put so much thought into the size of the maps. And to be honest, I would just give like just going into a map and going into creative. If you're still here, Chris, just try making your own single player server. Go into one of the maps and go into creative. If you select the settings and go through, I can't remember what one it is, but it'll give you the option to show creative, and that'll let you basically go into creative and you can build anything, the same as Minecraft, and you can like just have a wee fuck about and see what kind of stuff you can do, if you're curious, or else we can just fucking do it when I come back. But yeah, this is the deal. One thing that I will say though, just as a little end note, there are limitations because we're playing on console. Unfortunately, there is one little drawback. Because we are on console, we can't have dedicated servers unless so see the online servers that are constantly online. Those basically are a PS4 just sitting constantly running. So if you ever want to have a server that's like that, so we can all log on it any time, blah blah blah. You either rent a server, which is not too expensive, but in the long run it is. I think it's like 90 quid for an entire year. No, I can't remember. I think it's it's been a while. I think it was €90 because for some reason it's in euros. I really don't know, but probably because it's a European company that makes it. But if you don't do that and you just play it on a local server like what I'm doing, anyone who joins can only go a certain distance from the host. So in the event of us being on this, you would only be able to go like, see, I can't remember the actual distance, but see that, so at the tip of that island that I'm looking at, right here, I think it's about that distance, so it's quite far, but that distance sort of in a radius around me. So that's the rough description of the game and stuff. Yeah, pretty fun game, to be honest, once you get into it. You can tame dinosaurs, and I've got to say it's quite dramatic when some of them die and stuff. It's crazy. Oh yeah, Conan co-op could be fucking a pain in the arse, but I find that when you're getting to the... It's alright when you're just starting out, because you don't want to separate and stuff, and you end up sort of just clumping together all the time so that you don't get fucking ambushed by like a fucking T-Rex a couple of times. So this is actually one of the main spawn points over there, that island, because it's sort of the south side of the islands where you normally end up spawning, because that's the easy side. The north side's all the ice, so it's very very cold there. The south and the sort of southwest, the lower west is sort of generally the bottom side of the island. Actually, it works similar to Conan. The bottom side of the island's the easier part to survive on, and then the top's where you get the really difficult dinos. But the further in you go into the island, also the harder things get. So see that little island, well, it's not really an island, but it's like a part of the landmass that's got rivers all around it. That's a pain in the arse to survive in, because it's all redwood, and you get things, they're like panthers. No, they're saber-tooths, and they'll climb into the trees and they'll jump out at you. A few times I've been just flying through the forest and I've had a fucking saber-tooth jump out at me, and literally like I'm mid-air, like 100 feet off the ground, and on Bruce, and I just see this fucking cat thing jump out a tree at me. It's crazy. It's like, it's definitely gonna, like, when it lands it hits the ground and it dies instantly, but at least it nearly swiped at me. It's quite silly in terms of self-preservation, but that doesn't really matter to animals, does it? So shit, my cowboy hat. What have I got underneath that, actually? Oh yeah, ghillie suit. Okay, let's put my cowboy hat back on, because it's... In fact, let's take this off entirely. Get my hair. I like actually just riding on a boat, because you can actually turn back and watch the wind through your hair. But let's just finish it off here. Let's see if I can go into third person. So this is the big menu, third person camera. There we go. No, I want orbit camera. There we go. So this is me, big hulking Viking motherfucker. You can get a different... Oh shit. The movement system's a bit weird here. Okay, whatever. There we go. Okay, so that's fucking weird. But I will say that they have put a lot of detail into the character models. Like, serious detail. Even like with dirt and when you get wet and stuff. And also every piece of armour you can customise. So right now I've got this. I've painted it black so that it looks a bit better. But that's like fur armour, so that'll keep you warm at night. Or not at night, but when you're going to like colder areas, and I'll just take it off if I'm too hot. And I'm thirsty, I think. Not hungry. Okay, well, I'll drink. But yeah. So I think that's all I'm going to be able to show you for now. But if you would like to give this a go at some point, I know. This is just a test. I don't know how we got to 50 comments. Okay, toggle third person. So, yeah. So, we'll figure it out how the fuck we're going to do it, but yeah. I reckon it'd be worth giving it a go. Just to see how far we can get. I can show you the other maps maybe a little bit on. I've got 2 other maps that I can work on because I've unlocked them. And that way we can sort of choose through a couple. There's one that I'd suggest that we play, it's called Ragnarok. Oh, there's a Bronto, nice. The entire map's pretty cool, but Ragnarok has dragons on it that you can tame, and they're pretty fucking cool. Well, you can't tame them, you need to collect their eggs and then hatch them, and then you take them. Funnily enough, I was actually going to say that. See, when you're loading into the game, there's a part of the loading screen. I think there's a part of the map that's called Scotland, or there's a part of the map that's designed after Scotland. So they've taken inspiration from it, and when it's loading in, it'll tell you all the parts of the map that's loading in, and it says Scotland on it, and it's like, what? But yeah, it's Ragnarok. Ragnarok's the one that I'm probably going to show you later on. And if I'm able, I'll show you the centre as well. That's where the Bat Cave map is. But right, I'm going to exit this before I fucking die. But yeah, it's very good. I've played this for quite a while, to be honest. Wait, what's the survival guide? Oh yeah, maybe worth having a look at this, Chris. It'll show you all the stuff that you need to know, survival guide and stuff. So if there's anything I've left out, it'll explain it. Oh yeah, you can tame Bigfoot. I forgot to tell you that. Yeah, you can tame a big, massive, Gigantopithecus. But yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But like when you ride them, it's as if you sit on their shoulders. It's fucking crazy. I don't know how they fucking added it, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go now, because I need to go get ready. But thank you all for dropping by. Even though this was only a test. I will see you later on. Yeah, definitely. I'll see you later on. I'll be back on. I'll maybe stream this a bit more, and we will give this a go and try and sort it out. Anyway, thanks for coming. Blah blah blah.